Hey guys, my name's Billy of nightdesigns.com, custom kit on the forums. Today we're going to talk about the taillight blackout kit I've designed and how it installs. So first of all, let's talk about what you're going to need. Here's the tools. Sorry, I don't have a cameraman, it's just me, so I'm going to have to wing it. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need a 13/64 drill bit, or you can go just a little bigger. You need a Sharpie, a scratch out tool, Phillips head tip, ratchet with an 11mm socket, tape measure, unibit, and a hammer. You don't have to have the unibit, you can use a standard drill bit, but if you have this, it makes life so much easier. Alright, let's talk about getting this thing put on the car. So, this is the frame with Velcro installed on a set of tail lights already. But we're going to back up on a stock tail light and I'll show you how to dismantle this. So let me get my little stool here with the tools on it. So what you want to do is when you take this tail light out, you've got two plastic clips in the top. You've got two metal clips on the bottom, okay? These clips are real old, so you're not going to be able to get them out without cracking them, so there's really not much point in trying. What you want to do is take your scratch out tool and your hammer. You'll put the scratch out tool on the dead center top of the push-in clip and just give it a bump. Just like that, and do the same over here. When you give it a bump, you're going to shove the through pin all the way through the clip itself, and it's going to shatter the head and shatter the sidewalls of the clip. So at that point, it's just going to fall out in little pieces. You just pull off the little metal tabs off the bottom here, and you want to keep those. Don't throw them away. Put them in a bag, label them, hang on to them, because the thing about this taillight system is if you ever decide to take this frame and blackout off and go back to stock, you can do that with this. You're not going to botch up the lights so that they won't ever work again. So hang on to the outer smoked covers if they're not damaged, and hang on to your bottom clips, and you can find push-in clips just about at any auto store or online. So once your clips are out, just give it a little pull. There's there's a adhesive bead in there, a weather strip so to speak, and it kind of has a little bond on, so just kind of pull that loose, and some will separate easier than others. So just take that out. You're going to set your smoked covers to the side. Alright, this is how the frame is going to attach on this upper rail and on this lower rail. Okay, when you order this kit, I will include fixed points that you're going to have to locate and drill holes, which is real simple. You get your tape measure, get your Sharpie, and you'll read the measurements on the sheet that's included, and you just start from the inside. That's where your fixed points will start from, and you'll measure off where your holes belong. You'll have two on the top, two on the bottom. As far as center, just kind of center the space of this rib here. Just kind of, eyeball it and kind of center it up. You don't have to pull a measurement on that part. Just pull your measurement from here to here. So once you've got the measurements pulled and you've marked on it with your Sharpie, load your drill bit, and just pop your holes. Just drill straight through. There you go. I'm not going to do this one all the way because I've already got one made up. So we'll move on to the next thing. This is one of your hardware pieces. It's going to come with 8 bolts, 8 nuts, and 8 nylon spacers. So this is real simple. Take your bolt. You're going to go through the frame. You're going to slide your nylon washer right behind the frame. Push the bolt through the nylon washer. Go through the headlight or the tail light housing. Put the nut on the back. You can use a Phillips head screwdriver, or if you have a mini drill, this makes life a lot faster. Just be careful if you use a drill not to over tighten and shatter the housings. They're pretty tough. It would take a lot to do that, but it could happen. You'll notice I didn't have to put anything on the back side. These the nuts that are provided are self-locking, self-grabbing, so you can just hold them with your fingers and they'll just tighten right up. So you're going to repeat this process. You'll do it 8 times, putting your bolts and your spacers and your nuts on. Piece of cake. You know, 'cause if you got this little mini drill, you'll be done in a couple of minutes. So once you get that done, for you guys who have brand new paint on your car, you're going to want to get some painter's tape and put painter's tape along the edges of the quarter panel on the face edge, and put painter's tape along the edge of the bumper here. You want to put about 1 layer of painter's tape and maybe 2 layers of duct tape. That way anything, especially these metal studs that stick out that go through the car that hold the taillights on, if you miss or slide or whatever, those little studs can tear some paint up. So mask everything off to be sure you don't have to start doing touch-up work to your paint job. Before we install the lights, you're going to want to get your drill and load the unibit. You'll notice this hole on the outside of the taillight area. This hole is smaller than these 2 holes on the inside. These holes are already at about a 1/2 inch diameter. This hole on the inside is probably closer to a 1/4 inch diameter. You're going to want to open that up to about 3/8 to 5/16. And what that does is it gives you a little more playroom getting the lights in, because now that you've made these a 1-piece kit as opposed to 2 separate pieces, and the back of this car has a concave shape, it's going to make it fit in a lot easier. You won't be fighting it as much. It'll install pretty fast. So once you've got everything put together, like I say, this is the full piece here, and everything's ready to install. And you can see my nylon spacers with the bolts and the nuts on the back. Just bring this over, load your bulbs. Bear with me 1 second while I get all these in. Now to make this go easier, you may want to put one side in like that, and then instead of trying to shove this side straight in, kind of pull a little bit of a bow, pull the middle out, and then slide this side in, and that will make it go in a whole lot easier. Once you get everything in, if you have, like I say, you can use Old Faithful, the 1/4 inch ratchet with a 11mm bit, or likewise, if you got your mini drill, just pop on the tip. Do it this way, it makes it a whole lot faster, because you got a lot of these nylon nuts to put back on. Be sure the tail lights, the housings, are up tight and close against the body of the car when you put these nylon nuts on, because anything that's not proper here is going to show when you put the tail light blackout, the plexi, on. You want the plexi to be flush with the outer quarters when this project is done. If it's sticking out further than flush, then something's not installed right, something's not snugged or pulled up tight like it's supposed to be. And actually, it's not a bad idea to start with your outer nylon nuts. Put the outer ones on first. Put a little pressure on it when you push it in. Be sure it's good and tight. not going to put all of them on, just enough here to be sure it's going to be, I can get my plexi on straight. And my battery's dead. Alright, so once you get those nylon nuts put back on, you've pretty much got it whipped. I mean, you're at the end of the install. This is the frame before it gets the Velcro on it. Just to let you see that. This is a powder coated black textured powder coat steel laser cut frame. And they're really tough, so you don't have to worry about anything there. This is the plexi that you'll be supplied with. It'll look just like this when you get it. I don't take the paper off. This paper works as a protective barrier. So don't take the paper off until your install is complete and you are ready to put this on and finished. You want to, when you go to put this on, kind of keep it close to the top and try not to rub so it doesn't rub the bottom on the bumper. Leave about a 1/16 to maybe just shy of an 1/8 inch away from your quarter panel. You don't want to be touching it. When you get that on, when everything gets stuck, just to be safe, take your fist and just press down on the bottom frame and pull down to be sure you lock the Velcro, and then do the same on the top. Just come back across the top, push down real hard, and everything's locked. It doesn't come off, and this won't fly off while you're driving down the road. It is kind of tough to get it off, so the way you have to do that is you really need to start at one corner, and if you can get a fingernail or a little, you know, some kind of a little tool in behind this and pull, it'll come off pretty simple when you grab it from one end and pull to the other. It'll dislocate pretty easy that way. So that is the tail light blackout. I hope this install helps you to get yours in successfully. Hope you like the product. Until next time, I'm Billy, nightdesigns.com. Take care.